Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. This is pretty exciting stuff. On October 24th, I posted a video covering the new moon loading screen that Treyarch had secretly released to us in one of the Black Ops 3 Zombies trailers. If you want to check out the video, it's in the description and linked on the screen right now. But for now, we're not going to be talking about that change specifically, even though I do at some point, and yes, I said at the time it would be very soon, but it wasn't very soon, sorry about that, but I do at some point plan to make a video discussing all the changes they did make to that loading screen, but for now, I'm absolutely drowning in uni work, and I really just don't have time, unfortunately. Expect that at some point in the future, though. Anyhow, back to this video. So they've released the moon loading screen, and they've made a load of changes to it, as we have established. That is fact, you can't dispute that now. And they've also done something that we've only really just picked up on. I want to give a shout out to Glitching Queen for pointing this in my direction. It's really weird, and I say that about an awful lot of stuff that I find or that other people find and point in my direction, like I've just said Glitching Queen has done for this. It's one of those things where, right now, I can only really take it at face value and say, damn, that's odd. I am very excited to figure out where this might go, but right now, it's just plain odd. So, in the loading screen for the Giant, which is on your screen now, you'll notice that there's a blueprint in the background. Now, this isn't something that is peculiar by any means. We've seen blueprints in backgrounds of zombies map loading screens for just, well, ages. Seriously, for example, on Buried in the top right, you can see, yep, you guessed it, a blueprint. So why am I telling you all of this? Why am I giving you this information? Well, in the past, we've had two versions of DeRees. We've had the World at War DeRees, the loading screen for that is on your screen now, and we've had the Black Ops 1 DeRees. Both of these have their own loading screens, and yes, they are different. Now, obviously, with the Giant, we have a third loading screen for this same location, this Waff and Fabric DeRees. But what is interesting, and the crux of this video, is that in the background, on the left, we've got something that I'm going to talk about momentarily, but up top, the thing that I completely hadn't noticed, because I've not actually played the Giant co-op very often at all, I just don't have time, like I mentioned, is that the wave gun is present. By present, I mean that you can see the wave gun blueprint schematic just sitting up there, chilling out in plain sight. I've actually bumped up the colors of the loading screen here so that you can see it a little bit more clearly. So this has implications far beyond the realm of this just being a little Easter egg on the loading screen itself. Treyarch do not play around with their loading screens. They have shown us time and time again that vital information can be thrown in there, and not only that, when they make changes to them, it's important. They made changes to the DeRees loading screen from Black Ops 1, and what do you know? They brought back DeRees as a remade map called the Giant in Black Ops 3. There's even a good chance they were considering doing the same for Black Ops 2 when that was their current working title. It's possible that they wanted to do that, though that's more of a suspicion than a fact. So, clearly, every time they make a change to a loading screen and show us, whether it's in-game like this is, or in a talk like they did at DICE with Mark Lamia giving his wonderful presentation about breaking down those borders and infecting all the fans with zombies info and goodness, it's intended to be quite a significant reveal. Whatever it might be, it's meant to have some weight. And in this particular loading screen, we're seeing this blueprint, and it's not even the first time it's appeared in Black Ops 3. If you guys think back all the way to the video I did in the beta, I showed you guys this very blueprint on the walls in one of the multiplayer maps. You also, on this wall here of this building number 1, have a wavegun blueprint. The Black Ops 1 wavegun, right, is seen in multiple different places. It's in Call of Duty Zombie Labs. It's on the t-shirt that I'm wearing that I bought from Jinx. It was an official Black Ops 3 wavegun, sorry, Black Ops 1 wavegun t-shirt. You can probably see that, hopefully, fingers crossed. And it's, again, a blueprint of the gun that has been officially licensed by Call of Duty. Now, this is an old shirt. The blueprints that we've seen for the wavegun have been old blueprints, but it's very interesting that in Black Ops 3, they're deciding to bring that texture back and actually apply it in a map itself. Treyarch keep using this image, and some of you at this point are probably saying, oh, it's just reusing a texture, Milo, it's really nothing at all, but no, I disagree wholeheartedly, because they're not giving us a schematic of the 3179 JGB215, they're not showing us their glowing balls from Die Rise, they're not going anywhere like that, they're going specifically, over and over again, to this one blueprint. In my opinion, it is indicative of the fact that they have larger plans, they have a grand scheme that they are slowly but surely unfurling, and this is but the beginning of it. When I made my video about the moon loading screen appearing in that trailer, I was a little skeptical of the fact that it would actually go anywhere. I thought that there was a good chance, but I was also somewhat hesitant just because it was the first we were really hearing of such an idea. This is quite obviously not Treyarch's way of saying, well, we've got a new map for you all, huzzah! But rather, I imagine the internal conversation in Treyarch went something like this. So, Jason, what's that image for? Why are you putting that weird and edited version of the moon loading screen in a trailer that otherwise contains absolutely nothing new and is full of gameplay that the fans have been watching over and over for the last 8 years? Jason looks this person in the eye, glances at Craig Houston, who's sitting across the table from him, the lead writer for Zombies, and then looks back and smiles. And that's it. That's his entire explanation. But the fact that it's happened again now, and this is after the game has launched, and they have placed it so carefully such that we would definitely see it, but it might take a little while, I think that there's got to be some clout behind what I'm saying here. There has to be something that they're leading up to, they're building up to, an idea that they're trying to get across, whatever it might be. It might not be a remake, by any means. It could be something else entirely. It could be the return of, dare I say it, I'd love for this to happen, but I don't know if it's going to happen or not, the return of Call of Duty Zombie Labs. Do you remember that, guys? With Bold Richtofen or whatever it was? Like, they were so damn weird, and we haven't heard from them since Moon. They just disappeared. And, well, we know that we're getting a live-action trailer at some point, and they used, guess what, the wave gun for the thumbnail of it. So is that also another hint that we might be getting something to do with Moon coming back very soon? Maybe even an actual full map at some point. Maybe they're planning to do a resurrection. They're going to pull one of those on us for DLC 4. I would love that personally. Imagine getting 4 bloomin' zombie maps in one DLC. Wouldn't that just be fantastic? Obviously, with Black Ops 2, it didn't happen. We got Origins. Origins was pretty nutty as it was, and so it was kind of okay. But just think, 4 zombies maps with the scale that they're going for and reaching for with Black Ops 3. Shadows of Evil, thinking about it, comparing it to like Ascension or something, is so ram-packed with features, with size. It's bloomin' mahoosive, it's really damn big, and there's so much going on. There are so many mechanics at play there. And if they did that 4 times in one DLC, I think I might explode, to be honest. I think I'd just pop on the spot. Pop goes the weasel. That's it. Albert Arlington, pack your bags, mate. There's a new weasel in town, and he's about to pop his clogs as soon as they release DLC 4. So let me know if you guys would like that in the comments down below. Smash the like button if you would. Smash the dislike button if you're a negative Nancy. Side note, if you're a negative Nancy, then unsmash the dislike button and click the like button so you can become a positive Peter. Going back to Moon real quick so that I don't go off on too big a tangent, I do want to say that it seems like there are multiple separate, distinct threads that Treyarch have woven into either the advertising campaigns that we've either played around with ourselves, such as the Enhance Yourself for a Better Tomorrow.info website viral campaign, or in other cases been subject to, I suppose. In those, we've had little teasers here and there that Moon might be something to remember at least and keep in the back of our heads while we're playing Black Ops 3. And now that Black Ops 3 is out, they've taken another load of threads and wiggled them in front of our noses and said, hey you, player, drop the chips and get me some ammo. No, wait, that's the wrong quote. Hey you, player, Moon, it's coming back. Is it? Let me know what you think. Finally, there's the little conundrum to consider of why the hell this is here. Namely because, in the past, we've had blueprints on the loading screen, and that's fine. But specifically, the wavegun blueprint? Does that make sense in terms of our timeline? Also, Dempsey on the map talking about the Pack-a-Punch machine being on the moon, does that make sense in our timeline? Spoiler alert, it doesn't. It's super weird. Why would Origins Dempsey, who, to our knowledge, has only ever been to Origins, and been in America obviously as well, why would he know about the Pack-a-Punch being on the moon and potentially have even fought alongside? Okay, fought alongside it sounds a little weird because it's not like the Pack-a-Punch is wielding a ray gun and trying to pew-pew its way across the map. Don't get me wrong, that's not what I'm inferring here at all, but what I am saying is that it seems strange that he would know that when he's seemingly so naive about a lot of the other stuff that's going on. I mean, actually thinking about it, He's not completely naive by any means, it's just that he's naive in certain areas. He's aware of the fact that the radioactive beacon will make your hair fall out, but he doesn't really know what's going on with Richtofen. Throwing into this mix some of the information that we've learned from Shadows of Evil, namely that Primus has discovered the way, but is doomed to fail, gives us, in totality, a great big, globular, coalescing blob of Zombies storyline facts and info that right now just does not stick together in the way that we want it to. The nature of all these threads is such that we can kind of tangle it up into a ball and call it a theory or an idea, as I sort of have done in this video, but ultimately it leaves a lot to be desired, and there's still an awful lot of discussion that could go into it to make that tangle slightly more ordered. That's what your guys' job is in the comment section and on Twitter, so follow me and drop a comment down there. I've been MrRoflWaffles, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!